In the sleepless glow of New York City, where the streets never quieted and neon lights painted the night sky, Elena Carter lived her life with practiced routine. Wake early, run her cafe, close late, walk home through the same crowded avenues. Yet behind the calm smile she wore every day, her heart carried a fracture that never healed, the memory of Adrian Hale. The man she had once believed was her forever. 10 years earlier, they had been inseparable, two dreamers promising eternity, until one fateful night he disappeared without a trace, leaving nothing but silence and an empty apartment where his laughter used to echo. And though Elena tried to bury his memory beneath work, friendships, and the false safety of routine, she could never escape the lingering ache of unfinished love. So when a stormy December evening brought a power outage to the city and her cafe filled with restless strangers waiting for light to return, she froze when she saw him. Adrian, older now, his eyes darker, carrying the weight of 1,000 unspoken regrets. And though every instinct told her to turn away, their gazes locked and the city seemed to hold its breath. But before she could speak, he whispered, "Elena, I shouldn't be here." "But I had to see you," his voice trembling with urgency. And in that instant, 1,000 questions fought inside her. Why had he left? Why had he stayed away? Why now? And yet what broke her most was the truth flickering in his eyes. He had never stopped loving her. But something had forced him into silence, and when she demanded answers, Adrian confessed he had discovered dangerous truths about powerful people in the city. Truths that could have destroyed them both if he had stayed. And leaving was the only way to protect her, though every day since had been its own kind of torment. And now, after 10 long years, the same danger had resurfaced, dragging him back into her orbit, not by choice but by fate. Because those he had once crossed now believed Elena knew more than she should, and she was no longer safe. Torn between fury and longing, Elena found herself pulled into a labyrinth of secrets and shadows where she and Adrian were hunted, their love forced to grow again in stolen hours, whispered promises, and the electricity of being close after so long apart. Yet beneath it all lay the question of trust. Could she forgive the man who had abandoned her without explanation, even if it was to save her life? And could Adrian believe he deserved a second chance when he had already failed her once? The city became their battleground as they navigated alleys, safe houses, and midnight trains, each moment layering suspense with the ache of rekindled love. Until one night, cornered on the Brooklyn Bridge under the blaze of police sirens and enemy headlights, Adrian made the choice that sealed their fate. He handed over the evidence he had guarded for years, exposing corruption that stretched to the highest towers of Manhattan. And in doing so, he sacrificed his freedom, arrested under charges he had anticipated but never feared. Because as he was taken away in handcuffs, his last words to Elena were not apologies or excuses, but a vow spoken with quiet certainty. 10 years couldn't erase you, and neither will this. I'll find my way back, no matter how long it takes, leaving Elena standing on the bridge with tears in her eyes and the city roaring around her, knowing her heart would break again, but also knowing that some loves are written in destiny's ink, unerasable by time, betrayal, or even prison walls. And as she lit a single candle in her cafe window every night thereafter, she carried both grief and hope in equal measure, whispering to herself that sometimes love is not about how long you wait, but about how deeply you believe that waiting will be worth it.